Let's look back and reflect on our lives. Look at our fathers, look at our mothers. What do we see? Two people who it was their duty to do everything for us? Two people who are always supposed to be at our beck and our call? Or is it two individuals that gave their lives for us? Is it two individuals that have done everything to secure our future? Is it two individuals that have grown old, spending all their resources on us? Parents are such that they will sacrifice their necessities to fulfill the pleasures of their children. How many a child will sacrifice his pleasure to fulfill the necessities of their parents? It's food for thought, it's something that we need to think of. But when you look at your own father, what do you see? Life would have been so much more simpler if every man only worried about himself. But parents are such that they build their lives centered around their children. Every step of the way, in my earnings, I got to consider my children. In the manner in which I build my home, I consider my children. In my expenditure of my personal expenses, I consider my children. No, they need this, they need that. So every man builds his life centered around his children. How many a child will build their life centered around their parents? Why is it that we don't consider them every step of the way as they consider us every step of the way? So when you look at your own father, did you ever ask yourself a question? How did this man grow old? How did that back become hunched? Did you forget how he worked day and night so that food could be in your stomach? Did you forget how he worked day and night so that shelter could be over your head? Did you forget Allah's ni'mah? Did you forget Allah's bounty? He could have only fended for himself, but he spent all his resources on you. When we look at our own mothers, do we forget their ihsan upon us? Do we forget the time that they carried us when we were infants? You know, there was one man living abroad, doing very well, very wealthy, going from promotion to promotion in life, and enjoying success in life. And he had a habit that once a year his mother would come for a holiday by him. He would spoil her for a while, thereafter she would go back home. On one occasion his mother came to visit him, and he tells his mother, Mom, you know, I'm doing extremely well, I'm at the height of success in my life. Today I want to take you out and I want you to buy whatever you want. Don't look at the price, because that's the first thing old people do, they look at the price. Don't worry what's the price, choose what you want, it's yours. So he takes her to a fancy mall, beautiful boutique, wonderful store, and he says, Mom, choose whatever you want, it's yours. So the mother gently browses, she finds something that fancies her and catches her attention, and she says, Son, this looks nice, maybe I'll take this. So the son says, Mom, put it on, let's see how it looks, I want you to try it on, I want to see you wearing it. She says, no, leave it, when we go home we'll sort it out. He says, no, Mom, I want to see how it looks now, let's go, put it on now. So his mother goes to the fitting room and she puts the dress on. And she emerges from the dressing room and she's having difficulty to tie or to button one of the buttons at the top of the dress, to clasp it, and she's having difficulty. So the man looks at his mother from afar and he sees that she's wearing this beautiful dress. But then his gaze falls on the hands of his mother, old and frail hands, battling to tie one button, battling to put one button on. And he looks at those fingers and he looks at those hands, and the world freezes before him. And now he runs down memory lane in his mind, and he thinks to himself that these were the hands that fed me. These were the hands that bathed me. These were the hands that picked me up when I fell. These were the arms that I ran into when I was sad and when I was upset and when I cried. These were the hands that wiped my tears. These were the hands that carried me and picked me up when I fell down. There was a time in my life when there was so much of strength in these hands. There was a time in my existence when these were miracle hands. They could do anything. But today these same hands cannot close one button. So tears begin to flow from this person's eyes. He goes forward, he gently takes the hands of his mother in his hands. He kisses the hands of his mother and he says, Mom, how can I ever thank you for what these hands have done for me? How can I ever show you gratitude? Normally the procedure is you come for a while and you go back home. But now we're changing that procedure. You staying for me till the end, till it's either my exit or it's your exit from this world. But I'm not letting these hands go. I need to repay you for what it has done for me. When was the last time we thanked our parents for what they've done for us in life? They're not waiting for your thanks, but it's your duty. When was the last time you said, oh my father, how can I ever thank you for what you did for me in life? The whole world will be in competition with you. The whole world will want to surpass you in life. But the only people who will support you to surpass them in life is your parents. They'll want you to outshine them. They'll want you to go further than them. And the more you proceed in success in life, the more happy they get. That see what my son has achieved. See what my daughter has achieved. It's enough for them just to see your success. But when was the last time we showed our gratitude and our appreciation?